Hi out there, gays, fruit flies, and allies. Barrett, Laurie here. I am your resident Crohn's warrior, coming at you with a new video to the Let's Talk About Butt Stuff playlist. This video is in response to a video I did about a week and a half ago that was called Bad Day. And I basically showed you, my audience, what it's like when things don't go my way. And things aren't always happy, sunshine, and roses in the chronic illness world. Well, I wanted to do an update video on specifically that content. I had my follow-up appointment with my doctor yesterday, and it went pretty well. Yesterday, May 18th. And it was the appointment that I was hoping he would tell me would be moving me to remission status, but it was not. However, there was some good news. So if you've been following my channel for a while, I'm gonna link to a video up here that I did about insurance companies denying medication. I have been in a battle with my insurance company to get Remicade infusions done more closely together for really since I started Remicade. Towards the end of the cycle, before I went back in for an infusion, I was still having a lot of the same symptoms that are the reason I'm on the medications in the first place. Fatigue, extremely painful digestion, lots of pain, internal pain, gut pain. The need to move those Remicades closer together was to reduce the amount of time that I spend in that level of uncertainty of all those awkward symptoms that are synonymous with Crohn's. I went on 6 weeks. It took, I think it was November before I was on every 6 weeks. So I want to say we fought for that throughout most of the fall, 3 or 4 months fussing with my insurance company, trying to get that approved. And finally, my doctor was successful. This May, he was hoping to move me into remission. However, my blood work is still showing that I am not quite at the right antibodies level for my Remicade. I am right at 10, which is, they want to see that a little higher for patients with complex perianal Crohn's disease. We need a higher antibody for Remicade in our system to really handle those fistulas, the strictures that form in our intestines, etc. And we really need to kind of blast it with the most Remicade possible. So he's been really pushing for me to get every 4-week infusions. And yesterday he told me that we've done it. Anthem has given a loose approval. Basically, they had told him that if he saw me and he deemed it necessary to go every 4 weeks to reach remission status, they were going to relent. Now, he's going to have to send them some letters and a whole bunch of other follow-up stuff in order to get the final approval, but out of the bad news came some good news. Starting in July, every 4 weeks, I will get Remicade infusions for at least 1 year. We're hopeful that after 3 to 4 months of those monthly infusions, I'll be having an MRI done, and we will see if some of the inflammation and problems that I'm having in there has kind of started to sort itself out. And if so, fingers crossed, by spring of 2022, you could be looking at somebody who is in remission. I can't wait. I'm really excited. I've had a lot of emotions, which you saw in the video, the Bad Day video. You saw that I showed you what those emotions look like when it's a bad day. And I've had a lot of bad days recently, a lot of pain, a lot of just stuff going on as medicines have been switched around and kind of going through the mental turmoil of, holy cow, what if I can't get these infusions that I need to get better? That really messes with your mind and at least put me in a very dark place. And this is a disease that's made worse by stress. We want to try to do everything we can to minimize the stress that comes into our lives. Definitely knowing that this battle with the insurance company is behind me, that I know I'm going to get the medications that I need. I may have another couple of months of some pain and discomfort while I wait to get the medications that I need, but hopefully within 3 to 4 months, I'll start to feel some relief and things will be moving in the right direction. For those that have been with me on this journey, it's been a tough one. And definitely at some point this summer, I'm going to do a series of videos specifically on my interactions with my insurance company and things that I've learned just having dealt with them through this process. And it's been quite a bit. And I think there are some tips that I could give to some of you out there who might be getting ready to face off with your insurance company for some major healthcare need. I can tell you it won't be a walk in the park. Doesn't matter who your provider is, doesn't matter how good they are. Their job is to deny your claims and to basically make you work for the coverage that you thought you were entitled to with your premiums. But it's not quite the way it works out. If any of you have any specific questions about insurance companies' denial of claims that you want me to kind of do a deep dive on, put it in the comments below. I'm also working on getting a panel together of some other fellow Crohn's warriors, and we are talking about doing a semi-regular live stream with myself myself and a few other Crohny friends who are just going to answer questions to those of you in the live stream, to any of you out there who are Crohn's warriors, chronic illness survivors who want to just come and chat or be in a group of like-minded people who are just sort of talking about what life is like with chronic illness. Be sure and be on the lookout for that. I will promote it on my social media platforms so you know when that is coming your way. So yesterday was overall a good day. I went over my symptoms with my doctor. We laid out a plan for my testing throughout the rest of the year. I will not have any more anesthesia events this year if he can avoid it, which means no colonoscopies, no more endoscopies, because I've already had 2 endoscopies this year and I was under anesthesia 9 times in 2020. He really wants to limit the amount of anesthesia that I'm under, and we can get a lot of the information from the colonoscopy directly from the MRI when I have that done in the fall. I still think the world of my GI doctor and credit him with changing my life for the better just by being a champion for me with my insurance company for Remicade. The Remicade is the magic, the silver bullet for me. And I think for a lot of perianal Crohn's patients, it's really all that stops the fistulas. I feel you if you're out there battling with your insurance company now for your Remicade infusions or for any medication or covered care for that matter. I feel you. I know how frustrating that is. I know how hard it is to fight with your insurance company. I know the battle and I know what that does to your psyche after a while. I am thinking about you and sending you all the positive vibes. Be on the lookout for that Let's Talk About Butt Stuff live event that we're gonna do, live stream event here on the channel with some other fellow Crohn's warriors. And also, if you want something specific discussed here in the Let's Talk About Butt Stuff playlist, put it in the comments below. What have I not done enough coverage on? I appreciate all of you. I hope all of you are staying healthy and well, and I look forward to talking to you all again soon.